It all seems familiar for an experienced museum-goer. Models are being strategically positioned to keep the curious eye moving around the exhibit. And with the topics such as space exploration, the new exhibit could have played it safe and simply guide our eyes through the history of human activity in space. It could have started with Sputnik and ended with the Curiosity Rover. But Beyond Planet Earth takes the beyond part quite seriously.
It's very intentional that we look 50 years into the future. There are fabulous museums, for example, the Air and Space Museum in Washington, D.C., that look backwards over the past 50 years. I didn't want to do that. There was no intent to compete with them. Rather, it was to fire the imaginations of young people and to look 50 years into the future.
And it seems to not only spur the imagination of kids. The Ontario Science Centre itself is scratching its head and considering to radically change its approach to exhibits as a whole.
I think it's going to make it a very exciting discussion point. I also wonder whether this is an approach we could take with other subjects. It makes us think a bit, because we haven't done that as much. I think, for example, we could be doing that more when we discuss the environment.
Even though the exhibit appears to blur science and science fiction with concepts such as moon bases or space elevators, the curator Shara stresses that there's no room for fiction in his exhibit.
It's certainly different from most exhibitions, but none of this is science fiction in the sense that we need to invent new technologies or even new materials to do it.
With this new approach towards a science exhibit, the future has certainly arrived at the Ontario Science Centre. The exhibit Beyond Planet Earth will run until the end of the year and will surely spark some curiosity. Nino, Meese-Tamuri, Observer TV News, Toronto.